Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing all right. So today we're going to start cutting some of the grass. I'm going to start here by this small piece. It's just stopped raining for like the past 2 days now. There's just a bit of like clouds, but I don't think anything will happen. But yeah, so today we're just gonna look to cut some grass here, and then we'll see how it is, but maybe cut there by the 6 hectare. So yeah, that's our baling season has started. Well, the time to bale and cut and all of that, because we've been having rain for like 3-4 weeks now, definitely over a month. And yeah, so we couldn't cut grass and that. As you guys can see, it's already started seeding. There we go. So yeah, that's what we're gonna cut. Looks quite dense and that, so hopefully we get a few bales. Here's an update on the 2 fields that we planted. So this is our planted grass. This is the 0.8 that I'm in now, and then there's the 2 hectare at the bottom there. Let me show you. Here's the grass. That's what it looks like so far. There's a bit of like other types of grass, not what we planted, but I think it's alright. So my parents are gonna get some poison. So basically what we tried doing is pulling the weeds out, but just the 5 of us, us 4 and then a worker, it takes like 2 days or so to just get this field done, so that's not going to work. So we're going to maybe just get poison. It won't kill the grass, but it will kill the weeds in it. Weeds like this that we get, and then we get other types of weeds. Sorry for that. But yeah, so far the grass is growing nice. My brother's already out with the tractor cutting, so I'll show you guys now what it looks like. Here's our lucerne grass. We just cut it down because it started flowering and that, and I heard one of our neighbors came over and they said with the lucerne, if it flowers and that, it means it's going to seed. So he says rather cut it before it starts seeding, and then wait for like 3 weeks for it to grow, and then you can cut again. So yeah, that's what's happening in this field. Just leaving it, making like mulch and that, so it'll be like compost. So far, as you guys can see, I don't know from this distance, but we took that tree down. I put a little short video on us using a chainsaw that we bought. It's a nice little Ryobi 45cc chainsaw. We were planning to get like the Inhale electric chainsaw and that, because we don't just use chainsaws. But I said to my dad, if anything happens, let's say one of these trees fall on the road, we have to bring a generator out and, you know, bring extensions and all of that, where the petrol weed eater will, you know, you just walk out and you start cutting. So yeah, we got the petrol weed eater, the chainsaw, petrol chainsaw. So yeah, we very happy with it. It's just, it uses a bit of petrol because it's 2-stroke, but other than that it's all alright. So here I've already fixed this fencing. It used to hang down, and as you guys can see, it hooked from cars and trailers and all of that. So I just replaced with like these poles. Here's the new knots of wire that I put, and then the old ones I just left behind. not very pretty, but I just wanted to get it done. But yeah, now it's looking all good around the house, or actually around the property. And then yeah, there's my brother cutting. Actually so thankful for the sunshine, because we really need to start cutting and making bales because of the shortage of grass and that. But yeah, that's all alright. Here's our dump site since we moved to the house. Very ugly spot of the property. So yeah, this is all that was here. I haven't had time to get rid of it. And then here's our compost. Just through old weeds and grass and all of that since we moved. So yeah. So we're just using a slasher to cut the grass. I think in America they call it a brush hog. Whatever, I'm not too clued up. Here in South Africa we just call it a slasher. So yeah, that's what we're using to cut the grass. We're wanting to get a drum mower later on, just to cut the grass, you know, nice and long. You know, the slasher likes to chop it up to fine parts, but we've figured out a way. If we go, what's this now, clockwise, the slasher starts to put the grass this side when it cuts. Then it leaves a bit of a longer pieces of grass. It still chops it like 3-4 times and then spits it out. But it's a lot better than this throwing inwards and you chopping it as you go along. So each time we go, it's gonna put, okay, so now we went this way. So we'll take this grass, put it here. If we go here, it puts it here, and so forth. So that's what we're doing. There's a rock here. So we're just using our fortune to do the job. Actually our only tractor that we have so far. Hopefully one day we get another tractor, maybe something a bit newer, in case they discontinue parts and that. But yeah, a very, very strong tractor. Doesn't really give us problems and that. Obviously a bit of wear and tear, but other than that everything runs alright. As you can see there at the back of the slasher, there's a piece of plate that we pushed up. If you want to cut the grass fine and also prevent rocks from shooting, you just put the flap down. You guys can see it. But yeah, that's the flap I was talking about. But yeah, we just leave it open so that we can cut long strips of grass, and it doesn't use as much, doesn't require that much power of the tractor. So that's the nice part about it. But yeah, hopefully we can get new implements and equipment after the cuttings and that. We're planning to plant another 2 hectares of grass after this season or so. So yeah, maybe everything goes alright and well, that we can afford it. So previously we came through this gate. Remember I put the lime in that field, so that field is going to be for my mom, for her horses. so we can bale and store for her. So, well, let me actually show you guys, then you guys can see. But yeah, so far it's growing nicely. I must say, I do think I see a difference after throwing the lime and that. I don't know, it looks dense for me. Well, like if you had to throw fertilizer and that, it's coming out like that. So yeah, all of that will be going to my mom. I'll show you now. Just gonna go there. Check how lush and green this grass is. This is our 2 fiberglass cars that we found on the property. One's like a Jeep. So there's some things on. There's a VIN plate and everything. Used to be a diesel. This one's like a Volkswagen buggy. This one used to be petrol with the engine sitting at the back. Here's a whole lot of weeds. Let's actually take that one out, it's flowering. And here's the corn that I'm growing. This is just an experimental test. That's why there's some grass and that growing. So they're quite short. As you guys can see, they're starting to pollinate and flower, which is quite short for me. Let me show you like this. So it's about here. At our previous place, it used to grow taller than me. So yeah, I see the cow manure and that isn't performing like the chicken manure. So next time I want to look to get some chicken manure to see if it will boost it to grow a lot bigger. But yeah, these are staying a bit small and a bit yellow. You guys can just leave in the comments. I'm not too sure why they're going a bit yellow. We've had rain for quite some time and I've been trying to clear here a bit, but yeah, with the rain and that we couldn't. I just don't like to put poison and that for the fields. I want to see if I can get it to grow like those with the grass and that, so that we don't need to till and that, so that we can start doing no-till farming and that. So here's the grass. So it's a bit short still, but the further you go down there, the better it gets. So I don't know if it's the lime in that. Maybe I didn't put too much here. Maybe needed more in the field. But yeah, so that's all growing nicely in that. So far the monkeys are eating by the fruit trees and that, so that's a disappointment. So yeah. And then I've got the windmill to still fix. Hopefully we can still do that. So yeah. Well, we're going to first finish here, and then we're gonna go to the 6 hectare and start cutting there. So yeah, it's quite wet. We're going to leave it for a day. We usually leave it for a day to dry out nicely, and then we rake and then we bale it. Leave down in the comments what do you guys think. So far for me, we've been brought up, leave it for a day and then rake and bale the next day. So yeah, we're going to push and see if we can cut quite a bit today, and yeah, hopefully no mold in the bales and all of that with this rain. So yeah. my brother's just finishing up there. So now we're gonna go to the 6 hectare. Just gonna move our 2 ponies, put them in the gate there, and then open that gate. We just let them eat here just to shorten the grass and all of that. So the one's known as Nibbles. That's this one. He's quite an old pony or miniature horse. And then there's Jellybean or Jelly. So she's a lot like younger than Nibbles. But yeah, so they miniature ponies or horses or something like that. My mom knows exactly what they are. Here's our 2 hectare field. So the grass is also growing quite nice. Here in the beginning it's quite dense, this piece here. So yeah, that's growing nicely. So it's just all these weeds that we need to take out. Here like this. All along the fence here, and then the rows that they grow and all of that. But yeah, we'll get that sorted and this field sorted. We have started pulling weeds out here. This whole piece here is clean, and then there is quite a bit of weeds in that section. But yeah, let me get these 2 in. A bit difficult, sometimes they don't listen. Put them in here, there's where they stay, and then we'll open that gate to let them out to the fruit trees so they can eat that grass. And yeah, so yeah, my mom's horses are currently walking here by the bike track, and I see the one horse pushed this fence wide open. It came out at the bottom, so need to fix that a bit. You can see it like came off. But yeah, that's what horses do. They lean and push against fencing and all of that. But yeah, these 2, they also push a bit, but not too much. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put them in quick, and then my brother can come through. Then I'll start cutting the grass at the 6 hectare. Okay, so just going past the stables, there's the bike track, there's the 2 hectare. So the 6 hectare is just at the back, if you guys don't know. So you just go to the back, and then it's basically on the left. Then on the right hand side is another 2 hectare. We're also planning to plant that with grass and all of that, so that we can bale and, you know, get cash and everything. So yeah, so then it will be 4 hectares, 4.8 hectares of planted grass, plus the 6 hectare we're going to sell it as field grass. The bike track, we're going to just cut it. We've got the horses in to eat a bit of the grass. So while they're eating this grass is busy growing, and then we swap them. So yeah, maybe we can bale this grass also for my mom, because at winter we run a bit short. Just had a worker pull out some weeds, and then there's the bees. There's just one bee box. We put another one there, but that's not working too well. I heard a person must get lemongrass or so to put in to like attract the bees to the hive and that. So yeah, here's the 6 hectare in front. I'm gonna jump off and open the fence, and then I'll start videoing again. Show you guys what it looks like as I cut. Okay guys, so I let myself in with the fencing work and all of that. So here's the 6 hectare, here's the 2 hectare that we cut recently. So far it's full of like weeds and that, also some grass but mainly weeds. So as you guys can see, I've got the umbrella for shade because the tractor doesn't have an enclosed cab, so we made a DIY plan. And then this is the 6 hectare. This is weeds, but I'm gonna start down way at the bottom. There's some long grass that I wanna start cutting and then work our way closer. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's long. I don't think I'm gonna cut here. I wanna leave this strip. So yeah, don't want it to dry out. See if we can get most of the bales on that. Well, get most of the grass for the bales. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how the grass is and all of that. So stay tuned. As you guys can see, this grass is getting a bit brown. It's still good to cut and bale. So that's why I wanted to start here and then work our way up because the nicer grass is on top. So yeah, just wanna cut here. There's already a path. It's just because when we did the bankrupt bush, we made a path so that we don't cut where the weeds are. So we're just gonna cut the grass. So yeah. So just gonna engage a PTO by pulling that lever. I'm gonna see maybe 4th gear. Okay, so it's on 2nd now, but if I push the lever down, that's in 4th. You guys can see there. And then yeah, usually your handbrake and that. And then this is to lower. Okay, so that's lowered. In gear, PTO is on, and then on the way we go. For like an hour now. Quite a big section that I'm cutting, but everything's running perfect, everything's running smooth. So yeah, this side is quite a thick section, so the tractor does struggle a bit, and then on top it's a bit easier. But yeah, the bankrupt bush that runs along here to the back there is taking quite a bit of our space, so we can't cut there. But other than that, everything's running fine. So yeah. Okay guys, so my brother's gonna go start cutting. So far this is what I've done. So he's just gonna finish this section and then start moving upwards. But yeah, it took me over an hour to do all of this, and I'm not done yet. But yeah, it's quite a bit of grass to cut, quite a big section. But yeah, so our slasher size is about 1.2, 1.5 meter in between there. think it's more 1.2 meter wide. So yeah, it's taking a bit long to cut the 6 hectare. But yeah, the tractor struggles a bit to take it. I think because it chops it up so fine and that. But yeah, so then tomorrow we'll come and rake and bale. So yeah, today we're pushing quite a bit to get all of this grass done. So yeah, I'll catch up to you guys later while I take a break, and then I'll show you what he's done and I'll carry on from there. Guys, so we just had a break. Well, my brother's still inside. So I'm gonna start cutting again. So far there's some clouds down there and down there. Hopefully it's not rain. But yeah, gonna start cutting where my brother left last, and then yeah, start working up still. Hopefully we can get this done today, and maybe somewhere you know, like an extra piece or two, so that tomorrow we can rake and bale. It's been nice and hot today, so hopefully all that goes well. So yeah. So that's my brother going. It's his turn to cut. So I've done this piece so far, roughly halfway to there. Now he's gonna carry on. We've been pulling out these weeds along the way. I don't know what you call them, but we've been pulling them out. There's another one in the field here, just down there, that I need to pull out. So far this looks like maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hectares that we've done. Going to finish off with this, and then I don't know if we should cut this today. I see the clouds are coming closer, so that's not my favorite thing to see, especially because we need to leave it for a day to dry. Well, like cut tomorrow, leave it today, cut tomorrow. But it has been hot enough, so hopefully it doesn't like really rain much, and then we can bale tomorrow. So yeah, then we've got this piece to do, about like 2 hectares I would say, that we have to still cut. Just past here there's some weeds at the back. That section we didn't cut. Don't want too many weeds in the bales, because we're going to sell these just as field grass and all of that, so it will have some weeds in it. So yeah. Okay guys, so my brother's nearly done cutting this little piece. As you guys can see, just this row here all the way to the end. We left 2 patches. There's one down there and then this one. So yeah, it's got weeds and that. I pulled these out. There's also got these other type, the thorns. You guys can leave down in the comments what weeds these are with the flowers. Make like white flowers and that. But they've got red thorns that when you get poked you feel it for a few days, so not nice thorns to get a hold of. But yeah, so we left it there's a bit of thorns there, and then this section. So that's why we left quite a big section here. So yeah, as he's coming, I think he'll be going like 2, maybe 3 times around. Then he might be done, because what happens is it's wide at the back, then it comes narrow to the front. So yeah, always like that. If you don't have GPS on a tractor, like a skew and that, there's your rows and that. So as you guys can see, it narrows, there it goes wider. So who knows, maybe a bit more times around. So far there's no rain, it's like just going away, so I'm a bit happy for that. Not that I'm ungrateful for rain and that, but to make bales and that we need some sunshine. So yeah, maybe tomorrow early we come and cut the grass, and then we'll rake and bale this grass more in the afternoon. So yeah, if we cut this section here, then we'll rake it the next day. So if tomorrow, then the day after. So yeah, it's been quite a long day just cutting grass. But yeah, this is our biggest field with the grass. When it's all done, it's the smaller pieces. But yeah, progress is going alright. So yeah. So we're currently going 5th gear on the tractor, because the grass isn't too thick, which isn't good for baling and that, but at least we'll get some bales. The thicker the grass gets, the slower you have to go with the tractor, but higher RPM for that torque and power and that. But we had to come and cut this side because of it seeding. Don't know if you guys will see here. There's the seeds. So that's why we're cutting this section. Don't want it to go too brown. Okay guys, so my brother's basically done. He's just gonna cut a bit down there. It's just a small section that he has to do, but then we're done. As you guys can see, it's quite a big section that we did. We started from here, worked our way down. So yeah, I think it's about a 3 hectare that we did, hopefully. So yeah, then we'll check how many bales we get out of this yield and all of that, or this cutting, and then start with this one, or start with this one and then see. But yeah, tomorrow we have to rake and bale this, so just to stay as green as possible. yeah. Okay guys, so now he's basically done. He's gonna come up with the tractor. I'm going to just go and open the gate for him. But yeah, thanks guys for following, thanks for watching, and leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you guys like content like this. I'll try and post as much as I can for you guys, so you guys can see what's happening on the farm. But yeah, hopefully we can get there to post and also yeah, get at least a few followers. So see you guys on the next video. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it every time that you guys subscribe. And yeah, see you guys then.